This is the Terrarium, a new area released in the Indigo disc part of the Scarlet and Violet DLC, and as you can see it splits into 4 perfect areas. I thought what would happen if I locked myself into each area and couldn't leave until I caught a shiny Pokemon from an Outbreak, an Academy Special, and a Sparkle Power 3 sandwich. This is Shiny Lock. We're going to start off in the Savannah biome. With its yellowish grass and giant mud puddles, there are tons of fun Pokemon that spawn here. I decided I'm not going to hunt in any specific order, so let's date skip until we find an Outbreak, and oh, what's this? I do need one more Rowlet to finish my family, so let's try this. After defeating 60 of these things, I figured picnic resetting would be the most optimal because of all of the other Pokemon that spawn around it. And on the first picnic reset, we found this green guy. I'm glad he was pretty visible in the grass. With Rowlet caught so fast, I was pretty hopeful for this challenge. I then went to get our first Academy Special. I really wanted a shiny Trapinch or one of its evolutions because just look how good they look as shinies. But because the Academy Special boosts all types, I'll take what I can get. The route I took was something like this, and I just went where the wind took me. About 15 minutes in, I noticed this weird looking Pyroar. I was honestly expecting this to take way longer due to my last video using Academy Specials, but now we just have Sparkle Power 3 hunt left. Even though I really wanted the shiny Trapinch, there's one Pokemon near and dear to my heart that I've wanted since I saw its shiny in Soul Silver, Totodile. Well, let's make that water sandwich, and oh, that's not a Totodile, but I'll take a shiny Jupiter. We have like 25 minutes left on this sandwich, so let's move on to the next area. Ah yes, the Canyon biome. This biome has been my least favorite since the first time I rode into it, but it's slowly growing on me. It's kind of hard to navigate because of all the tall mountains, but there are a few distinct areas like the nature preserve, the outdoor classroom, and this cool waterway, which is where we're going to get started. With our existing sandwich, I wanted to look for either a shiny Squirtle or shiny Chinchou since they both look really nice. I didn't realize how little Squirtle spawn though. I mean, look at this. Squirtle spawns here, but even with an Encounter Power 3, there's not a lot of spawns, but oh, is that a shiny Horsey? I guess that works. Now, since they announced Smeargle was going to be in the DLC, I wanted one. I've tried to hunt it unsuccessfully in the past, so this is the perfect time for me to find an Outbreak and force myself to hunt it until I can find it. I find the Smeargle Outbreak, and what's this? A shiny Charmod Scrafty? I'll take it. This is the point in the challenge where I decide on a new rule. If we find a shiny Charmod shiny, it can replace any of the other methods for that area. If you don't like that rule, make sure to tell me in the comments how unfair it is and subscribe. Alright, now for my biggest complaint in this challenge. These Outbreak spots in all of the non-Savannah biomes are the worst. Like, look at this. I have to basically stand on this spot, half looking at the Canyon biome, half looking at the Savannah biome, if I want Smeargles to spawn. After about 45 minutes of picnic resetting, I did find the shiny Smeargle, ending the hunt in the Canyon biome. Overall, not as bad as I thought it would be, because this is 100% the worst biome. We are halfway through the challenge, and I couldn't be more excited to move on to the most diverse biome in the terrarium. This is the coastal biome with its vast amounts of water, flowers, and grasslands. Not to foreshadow too hard though, but this is where the challenge took a turn for the worst. I decided to start with an Outbreak hunt, and after resetting for 10 minutes, I found this Vileplume Outbreak, which seemed like it would be in a decent spot. It was not. Some of them spawned on this cliff, others spawned on the ground, and half the time, if you picnic reset, the Deerling would spawn instead. I tried hunting this Outbreak for an hour before giving up and resetting for a Chikorita Outbreak, where I had the same problem with spawns. Did they change how Outbreaks work after the Indigo disc update? I wasn't the biggest fan of Outbreaks, so I only did like 6 or 7 in the base game in Kitakami, but these just seemed different. Well, I ended up resetting, and I found the perfect Outbreak Comfy. The area the Outbreak spawned in was perfect, and I didn't have to picnic reset, which is great. I knocked out 60 of them, and not even 2 minutes later I found the shiny. This guy really helped me with my confidence boost to finish this challenge. If I didn't find him, I was probably going to scrap this entire video and turn it all into shorts. We're not out of the woods yet though, because we need 2 more shinies in this biome. I got the Academy Special and started running around with no real plan when on the beach I noticed these red gloves. My kind of nemesis, Kerbrawler. I once caught 7 of these guys in a single Sparkle Power 3 sandwich, so I don't really need more, but that's another Pokemon down. While running around, I noticed Zangoose and I really wanted a blue one, so I saved my game and made a normal sandwich. I ran around this top area where it and Slackoff spawned, but I didn't find anything. I reset my game to make another sandwich, and what's this? A shiny Execute? Well, guess I'm moving on to the final biome. The polar biome. My love-hate relationship with this biome is unmatched. I've spent hours upon hours hunting here looking for Scorbunny, Chimchar, Beldum, but this hunt is going to be different. Other than Lapras, I haven't hunted any Pokemon in the lower areas of the mountains, so that's where I want to start. Well, kinda. I started off looking for an outbreak, and this Golett one spawned kind of on the mountain. Shiny Golett looks great, so let's get hunting. It took 2 hours after defeating all 60 of them. I was about to give up, but it finally spawned. I'm still hopeful that we'll finish this challenge though. With our hopefully final Academy sandwich, we start running around, and I use this time to figure out what I want to try and hunt with the Sparkle Power 3 sandwich. When these seals spawned, and I noticed that one was different. I was right, it was a shiny. This is the home stretch, and after spending 30 minutes on a psychic sandwich, I ended up going with the tried and true method of resetting for Porygon. It only took about 10 resets before this guy popped up, and I almost missed it. This challenge was a roller coaster, and if you want to see more shiny hunting videos, why not check one of the videos that are on the screen.